All right, we have some special guests here today. Greenbriar Children's Center. I guess it's out of Savannah, Georgia. Since I got my Savannah delegation here. All right, Secretary, read the resolution.
Senate Resolution 513 by Senator Mallow of the 2nd and others. A resolution recognizing and commending Greenbriar's Children's Center and for other purposes. Whereas under the leadership of 3 executive directors, Doris E. Roberts, Yvette Johnson Higgins, and Gina P. Taylor, Greenbriar, through its programs and services, has been a beacon of hope and love to thousands of families and children. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Senate that the members of this body recognize and commend Greenbriar's Children's Center for the role it has played in preserving and strengthening families in Chatham County. That completes the order, Mr. President.
Is there adoption of the resolution? Is there objection to the adoption of the resolution? Chair hears none. The resolution is adopted. We got my Savannah delegation here, Senator from the 1st and the 2nd, and I recognize the Senator from the 2nd to introduce our special guest.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, as many of you know, our Lieutenant Governor, President of the Senate, Burt Jones, has created the Committee on Children and Families, which I have the distinct privilege to serve on. Greenbriar Children's Center has been around for 75 years. It was created because there was no orphanage for black children in Chatham County. And as you know, my grandmother raised me, and so growing up in Savannah, my grandmother would always tell me when I got out of the line, I will take your butt down to Greenbriar if you don't straighten up. And so I'm glad she never had to take me down to Greenbriar, but my uncle ended up working at Greenbriar, and so now I have one of my former teachers behind me, who is now at Greenbriar, and our executive director, Gina Taylor. So the work Greenbriar has done has been remarkable for our community and for children across the state. They used to be one of very few group homes for foster children in this state, so they've been doing great work. And I will let our executive director come and give just a few remarks to share with you the awesome work that they're doing in Savannah and Chatham County.
Good morning. I want to thank Senator Derek Mallow for helping us get this resolution presented and adopted today. Thank our Lieutenant Governor, Burt Jones, for allowing us to present today. Before I move any further, I'd like to do some introductions of some wonderful people that are standing behind me. We have Dr. Connie Cooper, who is our board president and also a member of our founding organization. We also have Mr. Randy Houston, board member, and also the chair of our facilities committee. And of course, we have Dr. Eric Mason, who is now our director of family and community services at Greenbriar Children's Center. So thank you all. Today, Greenbriar Children's Center, we the board of directors, staff, families, and children served by Greenbriar Children's Center are grateful today for the honor of serving in such a noble capacity of providing nurturing and strengthening services to families and children in the state of Georgia for over 75 years. We are grateful for the philanthropist Adaline Graham, grateful for the timeless service of the chartered members of Gamma Sigma Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, namely Irene Alexander, Frances Dye, Juanita Jennings, Maddie Payne, Mamie Russell, and Martha Wilson. We're certainly grateful for the community organizer of Reverend Ralph Mark Gilbert, who was the pastor of the First African Baptist Church, who brought 20 other churches together in order to create this organization for African American children. We're grateful for the support of the board of directors that we have, and also we're grateful for the financial support that we've received over the years from the state of Georgia, also from the county and city and Savannah government, City of Savannah governments, United Way, private donors, and other contributors. We're certainly grateful for our many community partners. Before I leave you today, I'd like to share with you a prayer that was written by Marian Wright Elderman. She was the founder of the Children's Defense Fund and served in the capacity of president and CEO of that organization for 47 years. She shares a prayer that at a moment of unspeakable terror, horror, violence, and despair, scriptures and prayers are often the first words that rise. And she offers this prayer. I've changed it a little to make it relative to us here in the state of Georgia. So as you are crafting legislation and policy, I want you to always be thinking of the children who are going to be impacted by that legislation and by that policy, whether it be agriculture, whether it be forestry, bridges and roads, whether it's child care, services for homeless families. Think about those children who are being impacted by the policies that you're crafting and the legislation that you're enacting. O God of the children of Israel and Georgia, of the children who live along the coast of Chatham, McIntosh, Glen, and Camden, of the children of the mountains in Toccoa, Blue Ridge, and Trenton, of Polk, Muskogee, Stewart, and Seminole, of children of Baldwin, Dooley, Barron, and Taliaferro, of the children of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, of Washington, D.C., and of Detroit. O God of the children of the Ukraine, of all children, refugee children without a country to welcome them, at sea in flimsy boats, or struggling across steamy deserts to find safety, help us to love, protect, and respect them all. O God of black and brown and white children, and those all mixed together, of children who are rich and poor and in between, of children who speak Spanish and English and Swahili and Mandarin and Arabic and languages and dialects that our ears cannot discern. Help us to love and respect and protect and welcome them all. O God of the child prodigy and the child prostitute, the child of rapture and of rape, of runaway and thrown away children and sexually trafficked children who struggle every day without a parent, a place, friend, or future, of LGBTQ children struggling to be who they are, and children roaming across nations in search of a place to call home. Help us to love, respect, and protect them all. O God of the children who can walk and talk and hear and see and sing and dance and jump and play, and of children who wish they could but can't. Help us to love, respect, and protect them all. O God of the children who are loved and unloved, wanted and unwanted, help us to love and respect and protect them all. O God of incarcerated, beggar, beaten, abused, neglected, and homeless children, of AIDS, drug violence, and hunger-ravaged children, of children who are emotionally and physically and mentally fragile, and of children who rebel, ridicule, torment, and taunt. Help us to love, respect, and protect them all. O God of the children of destiny and the children of despair, ravaged by wars of adults, of disfigured, diseased, and dying children, of children without hope for the future, and children who have hope to spare and to share. Help us to love, respect, protect, and welcome them all as we affirm the sacredness of every child in our state, in our country, and across our shared world. Once again, thank you for this opportunity to share with you all this morning, and thank you for the presentation of the proclamation and resolution.